Who would have thought? The Twins lost a series against the Marlins. The battle of the best M's on the hat. What a series it was. There's a lot of positives to look at, so we'll get into that in a second. But I tell you what, I did not expect this one today. I thought the Twins would win this one pretty handily. They did not. And arguably the reason why is they just ran into one of the best starts I think Luzardo will have this year. And he's a good pitcher, don't get me wrong, but I've mentioned this a couple of times this season. You get 5 to 7 starts that are just untouchable, right? You're lights out. You are Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer, Sandy Alcantara, right? And then you have 5 starts that are just awful. You don't make it past the second inning. Every other start falls in between those. Today might have been one of the top 5 to 7 best stuff that Luzardo had. And the Twins just ran into it. I mean, they ran into him at a bad time. A couple of just not so great pitches by the Twins bullpen either today. But, I mean, when you only score 2 runs, you're probably not going to win a ton of games. And then, like I said, it just was not pretty for Jax and Thielbar. For whatever reason, right? I'm not sure why the Marlins are not a great hitting team. And those are probably our best 2 guys in the bullpen that are not the closer, Duran or Lopez, right? So that is tough. It's a tough loss, but we're going to break it down for you today. If you guys are new to the channel, though, please consider hitting that subscribe button because we are continuing to post Twins content every day. We're having a lot of fun with it, and I hope you guys are too. Please leave your comments about this game or the series down in the comment section below. But let me know your thoughts on the game, and I will give you mine here. So like I said, today was just really not a pretty day for the Twins offensively or on the pitching side of things. Let's start with the pitching because I kind of mentioned it. We'll touch on both teams. Lopez today for the Twins, Pablo Lopez making his return debut in Lone Depot Park with the Marlins was spectacular. You couldn't ask for literally anything more than what he did today. Even when the Twins posted their graphic, because I was at work during the game today, so I did not get to watch it, and I honestly didn't even know they started at 12 o'clock today, I'll be straight up, but I was looking at the box score then, or at least the pitching graphic that they put up, and it said Pablo Lopez, amazing, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, including his 500th career strikeout. That's an ERA of .73 to start the season, by the way, including the shutout against the Royals, but you couldn't have asked for anything better. 7 strong innings of 1-run baseball. If you would have told me that's the line, that's like a Sandy Alcantara line right there. If you would have said that's the line, I would have said the Twins would have won this game. But like I said, it was the bullpen that fell apart today, and man, I don't even know how. Like, I don't know how. Jax got 1 out, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, and the 1 out was a strikeout. He threw 9 pitches, 8 of them were strikes. Like, he was pounding the zone. Must just not have been good pitches because gave up the 2 runs and was pulled from the game. And then they put in Thielbar, who proceeded to give up a 3-run home run, or 2-run. Did Soler hit both? Okay, Soler hit both home runs today. I think it was a 2-run home run then from Soler. All of these runs, by the way, again, coming in the 8th inning. The Marlins got out to a 1-0 lead. From Soler's first home run, and then 4 runs, all coming from the bullpen in the 8th inning because they didn't even have to play the 9th. But there you go. So Thielbar, 2 outs. One of them was a strikeout, I guess, so good for him. But 2 runs, 2 hits, the home run to Soler. Like I said, it's just been bad pitches. Like, very few bad pitches that have gotten these Twins in trouble. And arguably you could throw that on the offense. Like, we'll get to that in a second, but you have pitching outings like this every once in a while, right? A bad team, the Marlins are not a good hitting team. The best hitter probably on their team, really, Soler, especially against the lefty, he's probably going to win that battle. He did. So, like, you can't really blame the pitching. Like I said, you're going to have times like this, but, man, it's just what a wasted day for Pablo Lopez. I hope that 7 innings, 8 strikeouts is not one of those top 5 for him, one of the top 5 outings. And again, you just give credit to Luzardo. We'll cover him before we go to the offense quick. I mean, he had an incredible day. 10 strikeouts in 7 innings. Gave up 5 hits, only 1 run, and walked 1. Like, that's top-notch stuff. You can't do anything against that. And then AJ Puck, who the Marlins just got from Oakland for Blade, pitched well, got 1 strikeout, gave up 1 earned run in the 9th, but the Twins are already out of it at that point. And then Floro got the win because the Twins were in it. Like I said, this was a 1-run game. It was a tie game. It was a 1-run game for most of it, a tie game in the 7th, and then they fell apart in the 8th. But you got to give credit to Luzardo, and let's go to the hitting. And that's what I'm saying is he had just one of his best outings because the Twins could not hit him. I mean, I already mentioned the strikeouts, but it's just like, where are the runs coming from at this point? Nobody had multiple hits today. Like Buxton had a hit, great. Jeffers had a double. That was it. On the extra base side of things, there was just no 2-out hitting. There was no anything. It was just, here's a hit, wait a couple innings, here's a hit. Obviously, the hits before the 7th inning didn't matter. They only had 6 of them. So, just really, really bad offensively today. And yesterday, I mean, you can maybe say it too with Sandy, but I think it is more credit to the pitcher than the fault of the Twins offense. We know the Twins offense is pretty good. They haven't scored a ton of runs this season, but they haven't given up a ton of runs, right? They matched literally the season runs given up today. So, like, that just tells you how they made a couple of mistakes, but more credit to the pitching than the hitting. And again, this lineup, I just don't love it. Like, why is Buxton leading off? Like, I get it because I think he probably should be leading off, but he's not the leadoff type of hitter anymore. He's the 3 hitter. He's the 4 hitter, right? Like, he is a power threat. And if they want to start working him back into the starting lineup or into the starting the leadoff spot, I think that's fine. Like, he is a leadoff hitter, but he's developed so much power over the course of the last couple of seasons, like last 3 or 4 years, like you almost can't put him there. And today, striking out twice doesn't help. I just don't see him as a leadoff hitter anymore. Maybe that's part of the problem. Correa struggled, only batting .208 this year, 0 for 3 today. Solano with a 1 for 3 day, cool. Miranda 0 for 4, that was not great. Had a couple of opportunities with 2 outs. And like I said, that was about it. Jeffers had a double. Farmer was 1 for 4. Larnach is batting 8th for whatever stupid reason. Put your hottest hitter in the worst batting lineup spot possible. And then I just don't like Willie Castro in there yet. Like, not against teams that you need to win games with. Like, I get it's the early part of the season. I get that it's the Marlins, but you still need to win games. And this was a game they should have won. Last thing I really want to say about that, though, they went 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position, left 6 guys on base. They had opportunities, did not make the most of it. Like I said, it was just, there was no consistency in the hits. There was no strings of single, right? So, the only person that really did well again was Larnach. I mean, like, even he's batting .391 in the 8th spot, still had an RBI today. That's his 6th on the year. They have played 6 games. If you want to do the math, that's on pace for 162 RBI this year, which is super cool. He's not going to hit anywhere near that, but if he can get to 100, that'd be super cool. He's not going to get there if he's batting 8th, I can tell you that, but man, like, he is the only part of this offense that has been consistent so far. Everybody has been fine, and I say fine as in, like, they're hitting. They're producing maybe when they need to, but they're not consistent about it, right? I mean, Jeffers batting .444, that's good. Had the double today. I'm excited to see how he continues to progress. Him and Vasquez have had a really good start to the year, but, like, Correa batting .200. Solano in his 2 starts now only has a .222 average. It's just like, where is the consistency or the high level of hitting from these guys that probably should be hitting a little bit better, right? So just things to think about as we move forward. It is still early in the year. And again, credit to Luzardo today. Credit to Sandy yesterday. Again, they ran into 2 of the hot hands. I mean, best pitcher in baseball and a guy who just shoves, right? So tough loss. Probably shouldn't have happened. You got to figure out a way to win games like this, especially close into the late innings of this one. But got to tip your cap. I say that's probably what you just got to do. Little problems here, fix here and there, but tip your cap. Move on to, not tomorrow. They don't play tomorrow anymore. They have moved that game back to Friday, but move on to the Astros at home. That's a big series. Go win it, right? So that's what I got for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back with you on Friday. Peace out.